We can actually see Endeavour now.
There it is.
Yep, here she
there
comes.
There it is.
Speed.
You're looking at those the cameras, and it's coming in right now. The wheels are down, flared over the runway.
Gear down and locked. Main gear touchdown. Drag chute deployed by Greg Johnson. Forward gear touchdown. And so after a journey of 6.5 million miles, Endeavour landing in darkness, but illuminated by the ingenuity, dedication of every astronaut, scientist, engineer, flight controller, mechanic, and dreamer that helped it fly. The fleet's youngest ship completing its 122 millionth mile after its crew delivered an instrument to the International Space Station that will sift through the cosmic darkness for years to come.
Houston, Endeavour, we'll stop. 122 million miles flown during 25 challenging space flights. Your landing ends a vibrant legacy for this amazing vehicle that will long be remembered. Welcome home, Endeavour.
Yeah, thank you, Houston. You know, the space shuttle is an amazing vehicle to fly through the atmosphere, hit it at Mach 25, steer through the atmosphere like an airplane, land on a runway. It is really, really an incredible ship. On behalf of my entire crew, I want to thank every person that's worked to get this mission going, and every person that's worked on Endeavour. It's sad to see her land for the last time, but she really has a great legacy.
Great words. Thank you, Mark. And we'll meet you and your crew on 5-3.
You know, John, we don't want anybody out there that's watching to worry about that, what they're seeing there. As Leroy Chow, who's probably still with us, can attest, that's just Ohm's engine burn off of some propellants and things that, it's not, you don't see it during daylight launches, but it is not a fire. It's not anything that anybody has to worry about, as we see Endeavour sitting there.
Let's go back to Leroy. Maybe he can tell us a little bit more about exactly what happened, because he's been through it, and exactly what we're watching here now with Endeavour. Leroy?
Right, John is correct. It's nothing to worry about. What you're seeing are the exhausts from the auxiliary power units, and those are, you can think of them as kind of small jet engines, and they're burning hydrazine, and you're seeing the exhaust from that. Of course, the APUs supply the hydraulic pressure for all of the systems aboard the Endeavour.
When I saw the Endeavour coming in, I heard the communications and the talk between Mark Kelly and Mission Control. It was a real goosebump moment for me. What was it like for you, Leroy? I mean, this must have been, I don't want to overplay it, but fairly emotional for you.
Oh, very much so. I mean, any shuttle flight is special, and coming up to a landing, to the culmination or the end of the flight is a very emotional moment. Of course, that's kind of the stressful time on the commander as he or she makes the actual landing, and as you come down to wheel stop, especially this time, the last time for Endeavour, it's definitely bittersweet. I did my first 2 spacewalks out of Endeavour's airlock many years ago, and every vehicle's, every shuttle is special, and Endeavour's no exception.
And Leroy, we're now coming up to the last shuttle flight, the Atlantis, in July, if it all goes according to plan and on schedule.
Right.
And that's now leading to a lot of people to ask the question, what would we not have if we did not have the shuttle program and all of the hundreds of billions of dollars that were spent?
Well, it's the shuttle is still the most advanced flying machine ever built. I mean, it never lived up to the promise of inexpensive access to space, unfortunately, but we learned a heck of a lot about operating a reusable vehicle, and the lessons learned that can be applied in the future to a reusable vehicle are invaluable. So, as I said before, there's no vehicle that has anywhere close to the capability of shuttle in the past or even contemplated for the future. I mean, she takes off like a rocket. It takes a crew of up to 7 astronauts, a payload of over 50,000 pounds. It's a superb orbiting laboratory as well as a construction platform. You can do spacewalks. It's got a robotic arm. You can take up big pieces of space station or other things and deploy it. So there's nothing even on the drawing boards that can come even close to your capabilities.